last night, the triumphant return of the product herself.
Because you is part of the problem. You're lying to the people, and you're supposed to be looked upon as a person we can count on.
Angel Reese entered the courtroom following weeks believing that everyone would be eagerly awaiting her arrival.
What is this back injury? What's going on?
But all she got was emptiness and quiet cheers, as well as fan animosity.
You made so many people that squeezed in, just a mere 3,000 people short.
As though fans' denial of her return wasn't as embarrassing as it is, her difficulties in fellowing to the Seattle Storm in the game make her a laughingstock in real-life television.
Angel Reese is the most blocked player in the WNBA.
Angel Reese received credit 2 months ago for the fans of the sellout fever game, asserting that everyone had arrived to see her. Indeed, the court did. Was crowded, but the cause wasn't Angel Reese. It was inexpensive ticket that encouraged purchases.
Send me a few pictures and most sections seemed to be filled. It wasn't a sellout, but there was supposedly over 19,000 people in attendance. Of course, it's easier to draw a decent crowd when tickets are selling for $3.
However, Angel Reese rejected all of this, asserting that because of her, the WNBA is enduring, and the sky over Chicago is flourishing. She was acting haughtily when she entered the courtroom to engage in combat with the Storm in Seattle. It had been a while, given that she did not appear in court, stating that she was afflicted with a back damage.
Angel Reese finally made her way back to the court.
When she came in the court, she believed that everyone would be eagerly awaiting her arrival. Her admirers would be present everywhere, and she would receive the royal treatment. However, what fans did, she was completely taken aback by her. Just around 6,724 fans were present.
Only 6,724 fans showed up to the Wintrust Arena. Yeah, it holds about 9,500 fans, so we're talking roughly 3,000 fans away.
Wintrust has 9,500 seats. Now, let's do some. This is fairly simple maths. Over 2,700 seats were glaringly vacant. It's not a sellout. That isn't even a respectable, almost sold out. That is merely bowling on Wednesday night. League numbers.
He said, "I'm so happy to be back playing the game that I love." All right.
We all considered that the spectacular return of Angel Reese to Chicago was meant to be this Beyoncé, a once-in-a-lifetime event. The type of occasion where Wintrust doors scalpers, the arena would be exploding, flipping tickets outside for $3 cost, and supporters yanking at the gates, merely to see the Barbie at work. At least that's what we continued getting promises from the hype machine. However, yes, reality has been hit harder than a novice making contact with the court.
It was literally only 3,000 fans away from being standing room only.
The court will be used for the major comeback game. Appeared more like a low-attendance high school cheer rally in school. The self-described the double-double queen was meant to place. The map shows Chicago. However, the return she excited about the moon didn't even fill a medium-sized venue. The work of Caitlin Clark. The intensity of preseason games has increased in the structure than this momentous occasion. Imagine being the WNBA's ITG girl and still require a Groupon code to complete seats. The question now is, why did Angel Reese is dumped by fans? What was the cause for their irritation with her? Okay, so it began with her huge disappearance. Take action.
In all honesty, she has gotten better at shooting.
It's getting old, really. anytime. Angel noticed that her excitement was waning, or when the team was losing because of her, she pulled. Walking out is her most predictable stunt. On the skies over Chicago without even a heads up. Fans are enraged by it. Colleagues were taken aback. However, to be honest, is anyone genuinely surprised? Giving up has turned into her brand. It is not a coincidence. No longer. It's her identity.
What is this back injury? What's going on?
When others questioned her about why he had vanished, she gave the justification that she suffered a back ailment. Out of all the injuries worldwide, isn't it? It's amusing that she is Angel's issue back. The same back that is purportedly carried the sky during the entire season. I think her back isn't damaged by transporting the group. It is damaged because bearing the burden of her own promotion. The fans don't buy it. They are able to see through the excuses and the timing. An injury can be genuine, but utilizing it as a stage prop whenever you want to leave, that's referred to as a pattern.
The whole world is wondering, where in the world is Batman? I'm joking. I want to know, us Chicago Sky fans, women's basketball, WNBA, Angel Reese fans, where in the world?
Angel Reese isn't playing, let's face it. For the heavens. She is participating for Instagram, sponsorship agreements, and her self-image. Every item appears less, resembles a dress and more like basketball. Practicing for her next social media post. The distinction between Caitlin, Angel Reese and Clark couldn't be more lucid. Developing a career is one. Another is praying and developing a brand. The difference is not seen by anyone. However, WNBA fans are not idiots.
Angel Reese! She might have tapped out.
Greatness is evident in Clark's numbers. Maybe next year, according to Reese's stats. The sole reason she remained in the talking at all is due to her loud, eye-catching and ideal for clickbait. Not because she's controlling the court. Fans have had enough of acting otherwise. We have witnessed supporters rage because of this. In the direction of the Indiana Fever when they observed Caitlin Clark is absent from the court.
And it looked like the Indiana Fever front office is caught red-handed, lying to reporters.
They all think Clark could never disappear by herself. Thus, they turned their focus on the Indiana Fever, identifying falsehoods in their media meetings. According to the officials, Clark has an injury, and she was unable to participate in multiple games.
And it looked like more footage has been released as to the Indiana Fever actually exposing when this injury happened, man.
However, the front office was exposed by fans who were hurting themselves while fumbling. Reports about Clark as if they were reworking a poorly written soap drama. Initially, they stated that it occurred on August 7th. Fans gave a nod and intently observed the entire game on that day, yet this infuriates them.
So they saying that the injury happened around August 7th.
Since they observed Caitlin strolling that day, everything was good, swinging a Prada purse as if she were going to strike a runway, not an MRI machine, but certainly. Fever explains once more how she miraculously that day she hurt herself. The fans are aware of how awful cover-up is. They are enraged since this isn't merely concerning a wound. It has to do with lying, too.
Part of the problem. You're lying to the people, and you're supposed to be looked upon as a person we can count on for credibility and to keep it transparent with the fans.
They say they adore Caitlin and think she is the rationale behind their appearance. Winrust appears empty without her. Gym at high school. They therefore desire her in the game, not behind the politics. Stunts. This is a smack on the Angel Reese face. Every time fans asserted they went to the game because she would fabricate the story, Clark, asserting that it was the adoration of her fans. However, in the match in which Clark was not present, fans weren't there, but Reese was. Don't bother coming. They had had enough of her vanishing attitudes and patterns.
She's experiencing a back injury. Her back is literally hurting. And is it because that she is tired of carrying the weight of the Chicago Sky on her back?
Real leaders accept accountability when something goes wrong. Clark has demonstrated this frequently, but Angel Reese is the complete opposite. She avoids responsibility as if it were a full court press. She rolls her eyes, shrugs, and pretends that everyone else is the issue. In the meantime, the Sky were foolish enough to give her the franchise's keys, and she drove with them directly into the ditch. Supporters don't want. They want a driver, not a passenger. And Reese is not even interested in sitting behind the wheel. However, she remained naive enough to think that her admirers adored her. She dreamed during her time of disappearance about starting her shoe company that would be superior to Michael Jordan's Air Jordan.
It here that she expects to sell shoes in a way that Michael Jordan did.
Indeed, it seems that the Chi Barbie is now desires a unique shoe of her own with aspirations to become the next cultural phenomena that is comparable to the Air Jordans of Michael Jordan. You are aware, the most recognizable shoe collection in the sports history. In my dream, this is really illusory since to be honest, to have a trademark shoe that sells, 3 things are required: enormous fans, celebrity power, and worldwide influence, forming a queue around the block to wear what you put on.
That's right, Angel Reese chasing Michael Jordan's shoe dream.
And now we have Angel, who is unable to, could raise the arena for her own squad to 75% capacity. She's getting closer to selling. Walgreens flip-flops are more affordable than transforming the sneaker industry.
She actually made a comment about these. Quote, just like how they wear Jordans everywhere, I want people to wear the Angel Reese ones everywhere and to just be a household name.
And her difficulties don't go away. In this place, the ripple was its true disadvantage. Impact on her teammates. Camila Cardardoso, who had been locating her rhythm and brightness without Reese, appeared muffled all of a sudden.